Hi everybody, it's Dan Bush with 78th Street Studios, welcoming you back to our second installment of Facebook Live and Third Friday, July 17th. I am smiling behind the facial covering, although you may not know that, because we're happy to have about 200 guests here tonight, joining us to visit 21 artists and galleries. And obviously, we're following all state mandates and all health department recommendations, requirements to ensure your safety and the safety of our guests, our artists, and our galleries, and all customers. I'd like to ask you to step down to the front door with me. We'll kind of introduce you to some of the protocols that we've been following as we check people in at the front door. Come on down. Thanks again for being here tonight, and we do take your health and safety very seriously, along with the safety of the businesses in the building. I'd like to point out that as guests are greeted into the building, we are identifying the signage you see to either side of me. You'll note that we have occupancy of the building identified of 400 people. We are limiting our capacity tonight to 300. 400 is actually 10% of the overall capacity of the complex. But because it's an event with a limited number of businesses open, we are limiting it to 300. And we're so happy to see those guests tonight. And we're happy to have you joining us remotely as well. Guests are being welcomed into the building and asked to read the general protocol instructions before you. And they're also being asked to utilize the hand sanitizer before they enter the building and handle anything. We're sanitizing the building throughout the evening. Again, your safety's of paramount importance, and we're really glad you're here tonight. So come on upstairs, have a great evening. Me again. So it has been an absolutely beautiful Friday today. We've had a lot of guests through the building all day for normal business hours, which reminds me, all the businesses and galleries in the building are open for regular hours or by appointment. So please feel free to check them out. They've also all shifted to online shopping formats. So you can certainly find any of the businesses, any of the 60 plus businesses in the building through our website, 78thstreetstudios.com. I hope I enunciated that through this thing enough for you to hear. 78th street spelled out and studios, plural.com. You can click on any business's name on our website, and you can get to their contact information, their link, or their website. Feel free to check them out, and by all means, shop, buy art, support local. Thanks. Our friends Moises Borges and Josh Smith are playing here tonight. Some terrific acoustic music, guitar, and saxophone right over there. Hi, guys. And we have a special feature outside at our front door. One of Cleveland's top artists, Eileen Dorsey, fantastic oil painter, is taking advantage of the beautiful weather, and she's doing a lot painting demonstration just to the right of our front door. Let's head down and say hi to Eileen.
Hey, how's it going? It's Eileen Dorsey. I'm doing a little live painting outside of 78th Street Studios for Third Friday this month, so stop on by. I'll be here. I'll give you a little tour later on in my studio. It's open right now, so feel free to get your tickets online and stop on by for a safe and welcoming environment.
Thanks, Eileen, and thanks for sharing your beautiful work with us. So now let's head up to the second floor and visit with Hillary at HEDGE Gallery for her great exhibition. Come on upstairs.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Third Fridays at 78th Street Studios. We are so excited to be reopened this evening. We're so excited that you're joining us, whether it be virtually from your home or here in person. The videographer and I are about 6 feet apart, so I am gonna just remove this face mask real quick for acoustical reasons. I'm Hillary Gent. I operate HEDGE Art Gallery. But I'm also an artist here, and I'm part of the local artist community at 78th Street Studios. So I have my studio within the gallery. I do a lot of painting there. And I'm standing next to some of the artwork that I've been creating recently, which is inspired by all of the beautiful waterfront and coastal regions in Cleveland, some of the metro parks and Lake Erie. The painting over here on my right is actually done by pouring latex house paint, and these paintings are oils on my left. So I have lots of those that are going on. And just one really super important part of 78th Street Studios is our local artist community. We have several artist studios here. HEDGE Gallery for the past 11 years has been representing local artists. So we have a roster of 15 Northeast Ohio established artists that are part of every single exhibition we do. And that's the whole reason HEDGE Gallery was started, because as an artist myself, I felt there were several talented people within our region that were underappreciated. And so now in our 11th year of business, we are continuing to operate on those missions of giving people the ability to promote and network their work within the gallery. So why don't we go down the hall? You can visit and check out our new exhibit. So welcome back to HEDGE Gallery. We're so glad that you're with us tonight. Like I mentioned, whether it's virtually or in person, Third Fridays has a very important purpose to our gallery and all of the creative businesses here at 78th Street Studios. Third Fridays is a time where we can open our doors to the public and invite everyone in to experience the awe-inspiring and interesting work that we put together. So currently behind me is a large-scale painting by Cleveland artist Matthew Gallagher, which is our current exhibition here at the gallery. Matthew works in acrylic paint. Matthew also works in sculptural pieces, so you're going to see a few of the encaustic and iron-based works that they've created for this exhibit. But just to go back to the Third Friday note, it is so important to us to be able to open our doors again. We realize tonight's event is a little more scaled back than what we're all used to. We are used to that kind of extravaganza of Third Friday and sometimes up to 1,500 to 2,000 people here. We don't have that opportunity right now, but every single one of you that are joining us tonight matters, and it means such a great deal to us to see your faces and to know that you're watching from home. So thank you for your continual support. I'm going to take you through the show real quick. Matthew Gallagher is one of the 15 artists that we represent here at HEDGE Gallery. And some of my favorite work that Matthew does is encaustic. Encaustic painting is done with hot wax and pigments. So you get these incredible colors that are worked into this three-dimensional piece. And we're going to show you a zoom in on this, but I just want our viewers to have that opportunity to take in some of the gorgeous texture that Matthew's able to create with these works. Thanks for visiting HEDGE Gallery tonight. If you'd like to see more of the work in this current exhibition, I highly encourage you to head over to our website, hedgeartgallery.com. If you'd like to shop the exhibit, you can do that as well. We do have an e-commerce link, it's shop. So head to the website, go to the shop link, and head over to Matthew Gallagher's name, and you can check out this entire exhibition online. We do have normal business hours, Wednesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Friday, 11 to 5. I'm also happy to make appointments, so please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. Enjoy Third Friday, everyone.
Thank you, Hillary. Matthew's work is absolutely fascinating. I hope you all get to see it live at some point. Now let's pop next door to visit with Larry Waldman of Waldman Fine Arts.
Hi, welcome to Waldman Fine Art Gallery at 78th Street Studios. I'm Larry Waldman. I'm an art historian, and I use the gallery mainly to do my research into my writing. I've done a whole series of exhibitions and catalogs and magazine articles over the years. And in the course, I've collected quite a bit of art, especially Cleveland art, some of which here is for just enjoyment and some really is for sale. Show you a few of the pieces to give you an idea. Here we have a wonderful oil by Clara Dike, who worked in the 20s, 30s, 40s doing Cubist expressionist work. Here it's very interesting. I have, in addition, a whole series of prints and etchings. This is by Kalman Kubini, who ran the WPA program for printmaking, which was a center part of the New Deal. And it's a Cubist form of the dockyards and the harbor. Here's another artist who actually taught in Cleveland State, Hans, and it's of a lineman, which was the cover of an Ohio Bell catalog. Over here is something different. We had the center of our lithograph poster making in the country here, Morgan Litho in 1890. You may recognize this structure. It's the Soldier and Sailor Monument down in Public Square, and it was selected for the commission. And then over here you see a lot of the silent movie posters that were done during that period. So there's a little bit for everyone, and there's some history I am glad to share, but also I learned from a lot of people who come by. Well, as you see, there are a lot of things. I want to just show over here for a minute. Charles Birchfield is a noted Cleveland artist and did wallpaper designs in the 20s. And we're very fortunate to have a few of his more colorful designs all for sale if someone is interested. We also, as you went around, picked up that we have a lot of robots, space toys, old tin toys. And in addition to my research as an art historian, I also have a website, CyberToys, CYBERTOYZ.com, which is one of the leading sellers of antique toys on the internet. We've actually been a business for over 20 years with 250,000 visitors during that time. And we do everything from Disney to cast iron racers to, it's alive, the occasional robot which tries to escape. So I hope you'll have a chance to stop by on the third Friday, or if you contact my website, cybertoys.com, there's information getting in touch with me, and I'd be happy to arrange an appointment time. Well, masks on again, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks very much for stopping by.
Thank you, Larry, and thank you all for joining us remotely tonight. We look forward to the time when you can be with us here together live once again. Now let's head across the hall to RampArts Gallery and visit with the partners. Guys?
Hi, I am Julie Verdon, and I'm here at RampArts Gallery, and we're so excited to be here for this third Friday event. And this month we are going to be celebrating the people in our lives that we love with summer gifting opportunities. So there's a lot going on this month. There are weddings, there are anniversaries, there are birthdays, and we want to feature some of the beautiful art pieces that you can gift to people that show that you truly care. If there's nothing that we've learned during this pandemic, it's how important the relationships in our lives are. So let's go on into the gallery, and we're going to meet some of our other colleagues who are going to talk to you and show you some of the beautiful artwork that would be very helpful and meaningful to a person in your life. So come on in.
Hi, I'm Mark Yesenchek. I'm one of the partners at RampArts Gallery, and I'm showing you some of the work for the gifting opportunities this summer. We have a lot of ceramics here, and this is a few of the pieces by Aaron Swank, this great rainbow plate. It's never too late to celebrate Pride. It's not just a time or June. He also makes great chalices for wine, for cold beverages. And then a longtime favorite of RampArts Gallery and Cleveland is Andrea LeBlanc. She makes just beautifully crafted and detailed mugs and teapots. Here's one of my pieces that most people haven't seen. It's a little bust that I've been doing. There are several of them over here. And then a longtime favorite of the gallery is Brian Cerama. He makes these wonderful skull tumblers as well as these handcrafted colored clay mugs. And they're just beautifully detailed. These are all made by hand, not on a wheel. And he's a master at it. And these are just very unique pieces and very affordable too. Again, great choices for gifts, weddings, birthdays. Hi there, so I'm showing you a few more gift items. For a personal gift, we have a lot of masks made by Jeff Balish, a partner here at the gallery, with lots of different fabrics, very comfortable to wear and very safe. We've always had a selection of lamps at the gallery. The collage ones out of plastics, repurposed plastic signs are by Ron Copeland. The glass ones are by Sharon Shobi. And they're just wonderful accent pieces for any living room, bedroom decor. They make great wedding gifts. It's a little statement piece and a personal selection that really makes it special for the person you're giving it to. One other lamp worker that we have is Marcus Schaefer, and he does cut panels that are kind of fit together like puzzles. And with his work and the rest of the lamps we have here, they're very affordable. Most of them are under $200 or $300.
Hi everybody! Now that you've got your perfect gift from RampArts, now it's time to come back here and pick a card to go with your gift. We have several available from Handmade Greetings by Rick and Randy. These are some of the great options that we have for summertime favorites. And if you just want to give a gift of cards, we also have gift sets available as well. You can get a set of 5 cards from Rick and Randy that are all hand embossed and 80-pound cardstock, perfectly giftable. We're also celebrating Christmas in July this month. If you make a purchase of $50 or more at RampArts, we're going to give you a set of 5 Rick and Randy holiday greetings. So come on down and have some fun with us.
I want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight and remind you that a lot of these great gifts are available on our website at rampartscle.com, and our Christmas in July promotion is also happening online. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you everyone at RampArts. They really have some wonderful summer gift-giving items in their shop. And as I mentioned before, they have a very comprehensive online store. I'm sure you can reach it just by Googling RampArts Gallery. Now, let's head a block west on the 2nd floor to Suite 215 Gallery to visit with Pamela Dodds, who's actually broadcasting in from Toronto, Canada right now, and take a look at her beautiful exhibition of large paintings. Pamela?
The exhibition includes 11 big paintings that I made in the mid-1990s through mid-2000s. They tell stories about human relationships, including intimate relationships between women. I pay attention to the meaning that can be conveyed through a subtle gesture. Or scenes of family life, the kinds of small private moments that can feel like momentous challenges, which I reflect back to the viewer. Often I explore interracial relationships and the emotional undercurrents that can feel uncomfortable to broach across cultural difference. Stories come from my imagination. They are not autobiographical snapshots of my life, but they are inspired by my personal experiences and observations of relationships around me. Whether in the midst of a crowd or along a quiet street, I seek to evoke the complexity and specificity of human emotional experience. I choose color and compositional elements carefully for each painting to convey the emotional moment. For this reason, the paintings develop slowly and can take a year or two to complete. There is no right or wrong interpretation of the stories I portray. When looking at art, the viewer brings their own personal history to the image. Looking at art is an interactive activity. There is also a series of lino cut prints in the show. These portray moments in relationships, particularly relationships between women, using a different kind of imagery in black and white. If you didn't make it out tonight, you can still see the show in person, weekdays, noon to 5 p.m. I hope the work is meaningful to you. Please let me know.
Thank you, Pamela. We hope everything's going well with our neighbors to the north. And now we'd like to share a little bit of a visit with some of our guests here tonight. Hope you enjoy this.
Oh yeah, this comes with it. Okay. And the reason we cover...
Hi, so we just live in the area. We live on 67th Street. I had wandered in here once, and not on that first Friday day, and people still let me into galleries, which is kind of cool. And so we figured we'd go return for the official run through. Enjoying these sculptures a lot, particularly the painting of hot wires. What do you think? Sorry. What else do you think?
Are you guys having a good time here tonight?
Yes, absolutely. So nice. Good, great Corona precautions. Feel very safe. Would recommend it to anybody else. Especially living in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So here we are at 78th Street Studios. We're from Dayton, Ohio, and with COVID, we decided to take a small mini vacation. And this one here is very interested in art. And so we were looking for a place where we could see art within a short distance from home. So we came up here to Cleveland to see the Art Institute, and we found out about the third Friday, and we had to get our tickets and come. So here we are, having a great time.
I'm glad folks are here having a good time tonight. We hope that you'll be joining us sometime in the future. We really genuinely miss you. So now let's head down a couple flights of stairs to our ramp level, where we have several businesses open. The Byzantine with eclectic interiors features, ARTneo, the Regional Art Museum of Northeast Ohio. And now let's step in and visit with Dave and Margaret at Googie Style.
Hello everybody, Dave and Margaret here from the Googie Gallery. We're excited to have everybody here tonight. We're excited to be open after a long 4 months of waiting out everything with the coronavirus. We're ready to bring the party back and showcase all the new art, sculpture, designs that we have in the gallery. And we hope that you'll make it out because we're really excited to bring this back and bring the party back to you guys.
We're glad to have you tonight. Please take a look around. We've got a big gallery. We've got everything from fossilized rocks to modern art to furniture. We'd love to have you. It's a great gallery space, and we pretty much think we've got something for almost everybody in the world. So please enjoy yourselves tonight, and we look forward to showing you around a little bit.
And we're excited to have you, so please
Yes.
come on out. As a welcome back to the gallery, we would like to extend 20% off if you do show up tonight, and that means on any of the artwork, any of the sculpture, the furniture, anything we have in the gallery, 20% off this month only. So be sure to make it out.
And If you can't make it out because you waited and you couldn't get tickets, call me. Our number's on our website, our number's on our Facebook page, our number's on our Instagram page. Call me and say, Margaret, I'm online, I see this item, I gotta have it. I will be more than happy to give you 20% off. It is Christmas all of July, folks. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to ARTneo. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the opening of Oppositions, the Secessionists versus the Cleveland Society of Artists. And this exhibition really shows the talent and the vigor of early Cleveland School artists and the battle of ideas between modernism and traditional art. Works in this exhibition are from ARTneo's permanent collection and range from 1890 to about 1930. There are 8 artists representing the Secessionists, including Henry Keller, William Summer, Abel Warshawski, and May Ames, as well as 8 artists from the Cleveland Society of Artists, including George Adamite, Frank Wilcox, Frederick Gottwald, and Grace Kelly. The exhibition pairs these artists side by side so that you can actually see a compare and contrast in stylistic form. Even when Cleveland Society of Artists decide to venture into Impressionism, you can tell the differences between the Secessionists' work, who fully embraced new modern ideas, as well as combining different traditions in modernism into one single work. As you enter the show, you're greeted with 2 works. The first, by Henry Keller, called William Lee Farm in Berlin Heights from 1915, and a painting by George Adamite, A Country Road in Provincetown, 1923. Henry Keller, known as a leader of the Cleveland Modernist movement, grew up in Cleveland and enrolled in the Western Reserve School of Design for Women in 1887. He started teaching at the Cleveland School of Art around 1903 and also taught private classes on a family-owned farm in Berlin Heights, Ohio, where even some of the Cleveland Secessionists, including Grace Kelly, learned from his instruction. In this painting, you can see his modern influences, including the Impressionist and Post-Impressionist brushstrokes, and the use of blue line as shadow on the tree and in the building. He doesn't completely cover the board that he is painting on, allowing the background to come through as part of the composition. On the other hand, Adamite is more conservative with his color use and more traditional with his shading. Adamite's A Country Road, Provincetown, painted about 8 years later than Henry Keller's painting, shows us more of a traditional approach to Impressionism. Adamite was born in Germany in 1879 and moved to Cleveland with his family at the age of 4. He won a 4-year scholarship to the Cleveland School of Art and became one of the founding members of the Cleveland Society of Artists. The next 2 paintings are by August F. Beely, titled Hillside in Berlin Heights from 1921 to 1922, and William Joseph Eastman's Green Poplars from about 1920. With these 2 paintings, you can see that August F. Beely, part of the Cleveland Secessionists, is fully embracing modernism and Fauvism, while at the same time, William Joseph Eastman is still exploring ideas of Impressionism. While attending Henry Keller's summer school in Berlin Heights, Ohio, Beely learned the expressive, bold color used for outline to define shapes and render shadows that characterize the painting. While many of the Cleveland Society of Artists use a more subdued color palette in their impressionistic paintings, here we can see Eastman exploring with bolder greens and brighter blues. These colors captured the landscapes that he would have seen on his travels to Europe. With another pair of paintings in the exhibitions, we can see the subject matter of mythology and allegory. Beely's Bacchanal scene from around 1920 references the ideas of Matisse. You can see hidden figures throughout the painting, with a larger figure going across the entire scene, as if passed out from having too much to drink. Perhaps all of the other figures are just a dream. Frank Wilcox's Ultima Thule from 1930 takes a more classic approach. Located beyond the borders of the known world, Ultima Thule was a land in Scandinavian mythology. In American art, Ultima Thule played a role in shaping the idea of the frontier and a utopian Arcadia. Painted in 1930, 1 year after the stock market crash, which caused the Great Depression, Wilcox's Ultima Thule presents us with figures at the peak of a precipice looking out over a vast ocean towards a far distant point. The allegory of America's continued search for utopia is clear, and for Wilcox seemed a distant but important goal. Frank Wilcox was born in Cleveland and graduated from the Cleveland School of Art in 1910. These works and others in the exhibition really highlight the struggle of ideas that was happening in the early 20th century in America, with influences from Europe and a strong sense to create their own American voice. These artists were extremely talented and show just how dedicated Cleveland was to the arts. Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show, and if you would like to come in and see this in person, please email info@artneo.org. That's info@artneo.org, and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Margaret and Dave. Love all the cool stuff in Googie Style. And make sure you take advantage of those Christmas and July discounts. So now let's head back up to the first floor and visit the business's smart space, beginning with Studio 115.
Hi, welcome to Third Friday. We've missed you. I'm Betsy Swift Morris. I've been painting here at 78th for quite a while, and it's been quite disruptive to have the pandemic, but it's also given me a challenge to try new art forms. I was in Florida when it hit, and I didn't have my usual oil supplies, so I found that watercolor was a wonderful medium for me to explore. I set up and did quite a few drawings, and the fluidity of watercolor kind of impacted and helped me through figuring out this COVID. I enjoyed working with them very much. One of the other artists that shows with us is Brant Gephardt. He lives in Windsor, Ohio, and when I talked to him on the phone, he said as well that the COVID was something that has been affecting his artwork, and his paintings I'm showing with the watercolor. So come on out, have fun, and look forward to seeing you in the future. This is the interior of our studio, and as you can see, we have a wonderful new wall painted, and it kind of sets off some of our fun paintings. These are two I've done. I love setting up still lifes in the studio. I studied art history. I loved Matisse. I love the concepts of the textures, the porcelains, and of course flowers. I love flowers. So these are two examples of my still lifes that will be up for Third Friday. Thank you. Enjoy.
Hi, my name's Ron Johnston. I'm a plein air painter. I share a studio with Brant Gephardt and Betsy Morris. We all paint together outside on occasion. And recently I've been doing a lot of painting up in Maine. And these are 3 examples of a place called Owl's Head that I've done a good number of paintings of. Thank you. Hope to see you at 78.
Thank you, Betsy and Ron. No one would argue that this pandemic has affected us all in ways we couldn't have foreseen. So Megan Frankenfield's studio is open tonight, right next door. And let's head down the hall to visit with Dawn Tekler's studio. Dawn?
Hi everybody, welcome back to Third Friday. My name is Dawn Tekler and this is my gallery, Dawn Tekler Studio. Today I want to show you this piece. Art's a great way to add personality to your home. Great pieces, big pieces are great if you have a big wall or a big budget, but if you don't, I wanted to talk about the smaller pieces here. They are, they're fun little tuck-ins. You can add personality to small spots. Big spots, you can make a collection with smaller pieces, framing them in similar fashion and then hanging them in your favorite composition is, I think, one of the best ways to take ownership of your space and have fun with it. Color and texture, making stories, mine just happen to be all the same painting style, but if you have paintings, photographs, collage pieces, even a mirror, frame them all the same way and you can hang them however you want. You don't even need a level. So I also wanted to show you the jewelry collection that I feature in my gallery. I have 3 different designers, 2 of which are local. I have Cleveland Street Glass and Ocean Jewelry. Both are downtown Cleveland designers. And then I have a 3rd line by an artist I met in Portugal a couple of years ago. She makes these amazing pieces out of Portuguese leather, zamac, which the metal is a mix of aluminum, magnesium, copper, and zinc, and then it's dipped in either silver or gold. All these pieces are super affordable. They're all about under $55, so have fun. Fun jewelry pieces are another way that you can add personality to a small space. So again, hope to see you guys soon. Come back often. We always have different rotating work in the building, and have a great Friday.
Thanks so much, Dawn. So as I mentioned before, we're welcoming our good friends Moises Borges, a Brazilian acoustic guitarist who lives right here in Gordon Square, its district neighborhood, and Josh Smith, a Lakewood native who's visiting from California this week on saxophone. We appreciate them playing with us tonight, a mere 40 socially distant feet from where I'm sitting right now. Now let's take a closer listen and hear some comments from some of our guests.
Second full year of coming for Friday. Been enjoying this every month coming by. I I find this to be a very relaxing atmosphere, very relaxing to see everybody's creativity come to life. I always enjoy coming to see everybody up here. It's always great to get to know the artists and everybody who make the work and make the magic happen. So if you ever get a chance, come out here and check it out. Being in person, it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, so we've been here before. I've only been here once. You've come a few times.
Well, I've only been here once,
So you have
so I've been real excited to come back, and I really like how everything looks. I mean, it's just
amazing.
amazing.
We're happy to be out too.
Yeah, we're
And,
happy to be out.
It's beautiful, and we're just thrilled to be out and about and to be here. This is great.
And it is much better in person.
It is. Come out.
Come out and visit. Yes, it's amazing. The artists are fantastic.
They are.
They are absolutely fantastic. I'm so grateful you guys are here tonight joining us. Thank you. So Eileen Dorsey took a little break from her painting demonstration outside to cool off a little bit and pop back into her studio, which is right over there. Let's stop in and say hi to Eileen.
Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. I was just painting outside, you'll have to check that out. Thanks for coming. It's Eileen Dorsey, this is my studio. I've been here for a little while now, 10 years I've been in 78th Street Studios. I paint mostly very colorful landscape paintings, mostly with a palette knife too, so I don't use a brush. And then last year I won Best Artist from Cleveland Magazine. Woo! So yeah, I've been here for a little while. I do commission paintings. So if you have like favorite spot, vacation spot, family home, I can recreate that into a painting. Currently I'm working on a mural in Columbus. I had to come back to Cleveland for Third Friday. So if you're interested in any murals or anything like that. But I really like the live painting, which you just saw me doing. Yeah, I've done that for events for different charities or private parties. And it really gets, brings another element to any sort of event. So yeah, so feel free to take a look around. I create all sorts of oil paintings, acrylic paintings, some abstracts even. I do now offer canvas reproductions of some of my work, which you can find on my online store, EileenDorsey.com, and just look for a little tab that says online store. So yeah, here is an example of one of those, and then this one actually is reproduction too. I don't know if you can tell, but so yeah, and then over here I have one of my live paintings that I did for a charity. It was a lot of fun. A couple artists and myself were involved with that. So, but yeah, so make sure you visit me on Facebook at Eileen Dorsey Studio and Instagram Eileen_Dorsey Studio. So hey, have fun and enjoy your time here at 78th Street.
Thank you, Eileen. And now Zachary Hoon of GalleryPlus, who's, by the way, making this entire live stream happen tonight. Thanks so much, Zachary. Would like to explain a little bit about the infrared photographic process that's integral to his beautiful photos. Let's visit.
Hello, I'm Zachary Hoon, and I'm the owner-artist at GalleryPlus in the 78th Street Studios in Cleveland, Ohio. My medium of choice is infrared photography, and today I'd like to explain a little bit about the process. Simply put, infrared photography means the camera can capture infrared light. Before digital cameras, that meant using special film and filters. Most often this was done with black and white film. Today you can get a digital camera modified so that it picks up infrared or IR light. But since infrared light is outside the range of what we can see, it creates some unusual effects. The most common effect is for grass, leaves, and other foliage to appear white in black and white photos. Consequently, the first time a person sees an infrared photograph in black and white, they tend to think it's a winter scene. Other unusual effects are the ability to see through sunglasses, skin appearing ghostly, cutting through haze, and red wine appearing clear. These effects create images that have a timeless quality to them. They can appear nostalgic, futuristic, or eerie, and often at the same time. To me, this creates limitless creative possibilities. And since today's modified digital cameras are still using color sensors, some color is actually retained when the image is captured.
This is how the raw image appears. Obviously, some processing needs to be done to get an image anywhere close to what we're used to looking at.
This is what the image looks like if you set a custom white balance before taking the photo. Notice that the foliage appears as shades of blue and the sky is a goldish brown. A basic post-production process is to swap the red and blue channels in the digital file to get a sky that's blue and leaves that are yellowish. But since we're dealing with light we can't see anyway, the colors are really arbitrary. As a result, the trend today with infrared photographers from around the world is to take complete creative license with how they present the color. This is something I've been experimenting with for the past year and a half, and my work is on display in the gallery and online. In addition to my own work, GalleryPlus is featuring the work of other innovative infrared photographers from across the country, including Matthew Stewart Piper from St. Louis and Luciano Damasi from San Diego. If you're here tonight for Third Friday, stop in and check it out. Or you can go to our website at www.gallery-plus.com and see all of this work as well as the work of our other featured artists. We're also open by appointment. Just give me a call. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Zach. And thanks for sharing the beautiful landscape designs of Fresh Eggs Design, one of our businesses here at 78th Street Studios. Now let's step next door and see what's going on at Kinley Studio.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Kinley from Kinley Studio, and my husband Sean Kinley and I have our art here together. And one of the most frequent questions I'm asked is, well, who painted this painting? So I thought I would take a couple minutes and just show you a few paintings and explain a little bit about who paints what. So we'll start with this painting here. And this is a painting that Sean Kinley did. And Sean really is the main artist of Kinley Studio. He's been professionally painting for 30 years, and he's very accomplished. Then when we met and married, I joined Kinley Studio, so I get to kind of ride his coattails a little bit. So characteristics of Sean's art, he tends to use a lot of texture and color. And Grace, if you want to zoom in maybe on some of this texture, you'll notice most of his paintings have a lot of heavy texture and a ton of different colors and very bold, loose strokes. All of the sports art is Sean's. I do no sports art, and Sean is probably maybe even best known for his sports art. There's Travis Kelce here, US gold medalist, world champion, Kyle Snyder, wrestler, Denzel Ward of the Browns. So he does a lot of professional athletes and sports art. And so he also, about 6 years ago, started doing a lot more cityscapes. So if you see the very large, textural, brightly colored cityscapes, those are going to be Sean's. Or this one, for example, was done collaboratively. So Sean will start the painting and he'll invite other people to paint on it along with him. And this particular painting was done at a home and garden show. I think about probably 200 different people painted on this painting and then signed the back for helping contribute. And then next I'll kind of explain how I got involved in painting. So Sean and I started first painting together and collaborating on artwork when we started the Coastal series. And if you zoom in on this image, this is a reproduction of the very first painting that we did together. And this is a painting of our beach up at Bay Point in Marblehead, Ohio. And the original, Sean made a handmade frame for it out of barnwood, and we have it hung above our fireplace at home. So this kind of commemorates that first painting that we did together. And basically it was because he just needed help in producing these pieces of art, and that was a subject matter that I felt comfortable that I could help create. So, and then we received a large order for about 20 original coastal images, and that's when I really jumped in to help him out. So, so you can sort of differentiate who does what, but sometimes it's hard to tell because we've both made it on them. For instance, this anchor is something I did all myself, and these buoys, and this seagrass. And you can kind of tell that my style is a little less colorful or textural. It's maybe a little lighter. But some of these we did together. The shells, the sand dollar, the big Marblehead lighthouse we did together. So I would draw it out, sketch it out, texture it, and start the basic colors. And then Sean would usually come back and put a lot more texture on it and add about 20 more different colors. So that's usually how we collaborated and worked together. And in the coastal series, some of them are uniquely Sean's. For instance, he loves to paint the sea creatures. So the sailfish, the mahi-mahi, the sand crab, those are his. And a lot of them we did together, like the path to the beach, the pelicans. So that's just a little more about Kinley Studio's art and who did what. And we're looking forward to seeing you next Third Friday event.
Thank you, Jennifer. Now let's check in with a few more of our visitors here tonight.
Hi, so we're down at 78th Street Studios, and we've been down here maybe half dozen or 8 different times through the years. We're excited that it's back open. We're excited to see some of our favorite artists down here. Everyone is wearing masks, hand sanitizers everywhere. And it looks like there's a pretty decent crowd starting to come in. So it's really good to be back down here.
Well, that about does it. We're so grateful to you for joining us tonight, and to our guests who were here with us live, socially distancing and maintaining all safety protocols, wearing masks throughout. It's been a great time tonight. And I want to also thank all the artists and galleries who participated in this, our second Third Friday, and our second live stream via Facebook Live. Now, I want you to know we've been recording this stream at a higher quality, and we'll have it uploaded to our YouTube channel, where you can easily navigate it navigate through chapters to whatever business you might like to see more detail of. So be sure to check that out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, please remember that virtually all the businesses, besides the 20 that you visited with tonight, the other 40 businesses in the building virtually all have online shopping formats. So please, buy local. Despite what's happening nationwide, your health and safety is so important to us. And obviously, we're all in this together. So let's just be good to one another and take care of one another. So once again, have a great, safe weekend, and we hope to see you next month on August 21st or sooner for Third Friday. Take care. Have a good week.